Run it. I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, yeah.
Et maintenant, son grand retour atteint son point culminant ce soir. Vanessa Lepage Joanisse.
Claressa Shields, the greatest woman fighter of all time, or so she says. Hard to argue when you look at her decorated career.
Look at this, these fights are so up front. Look at that.
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Canada, wearing the white trunks trimmed with black. Fighting out of the blue corner, and ladies and gentlemen, here is the two-time gold medalist from Flint, Michigan, a three-weight division world champion, and an undisputed women's 154-pound champion of the world, Claressa Shields.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
So, all the talking's done. Now, let's get down to action.
Under the bright lights here for this one. Really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. They ring the bell, and here we go. Misses with the jab. Swing and a miss with that hook. That punch is beginning to take its toll. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Beautiful counter shot. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice job getting that punch through. Perfect punch. That punch is beginning to take its toll. Looks like they're going to try and be a little more elusive now. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
And there's the bell to start the round. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Your footwork has to be on point when you're fighting a swarmer. If it's not, you're going to get caught in the corner and beaten up.
Swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee. Like a bee just pickpocketing, stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. There she is bouncing around on her toes, trying to get some energy now. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Perfect counter shot. Not so rigid anymore with the stance. Hook misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They exchange punches. And so far, the offense has been a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Punch, counter punch. He wasn't ready. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That last round was a debacle. Let's see if she can get things righted here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
When you're fighting a counter-puncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
If you're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. And
A wise veteran move there to clinch.
had to hold on, getting hurt every time the punches land.
How about that time counter shot? Now I'm going to get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. That uppercut scored big time.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Looks like a little change of strategy here, trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. What a punch. Fantastic punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Oh, and they got rocked. What a moment this is. Has not been going well for her, and you can see the corner is starting to get a little more animated. They've got to inspire her.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. Look at her now, getting loose, feeling the ring a little bit more. And try to relax a little bit now. Fight a little differently. That punch is beginning to take its toll. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice shot. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
A couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement, and you're going to have drama, because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
Good one. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And now going for the finish. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Punch, counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Oh my goodness, what pace, what pace. They're like, do you know what a Yorkshire Terrier is, Todd? They're like little Yorkshire Terriers.
She launches a punch. Punch scores. They figure out the combination to this safe. Missing with the hook.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That hook was off target. Nope, that hook won't score. That hook just can't find the target. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Things certainly aren't going her way. She's been on the back foot. She's got to turn the tables.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
And there's the bell to start the round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
There's a counter shot. Couldn't land that jab. What a punch. Perfect counter lands. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Good counter shot by her. Trying to fight like Roy Jones Jr. now, bouncing on the toes. How about that time counter shot? And that hook misses. Good punch. Nice counter. I'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a box. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, the corner can't be happy with the way things are going for her right now.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this...
And there's the bell to start the round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a lick because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Nice punch. Nope, that hook won't score. Nice counter shot. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Throws the jab, it doesn't score. How about that time counter shot? What a punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Solid punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Good counter shot by her. Whoa, wait a minute. What a shot. Well, let's see what the corner has to say. She needs some sort of inspiration, a different game plan, something to turn this thing around.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
They ring the bell, and here we go. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Another scoring shot there. Looks like a little bit of a strategy change here, loosening up the technique. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss with that jab. No rest for the weary. Catch and shoot. It's nothing but air on that left uppercut. Not so tense anymore, trying to loosen things up. I like it. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Perfect count. Well, This fight is not going to plan for her. She's got to figure something out. I wonder if her trainer is going to give her some advice here.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen it so many times. One punch changes everything. I've seen guys winning hands down. They decide to showboat and show off them. Blam! It's over. So they've got to stay sharp. One punch changes everything.
This is a high-octane battle. Nice counter. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it. Perfect punch.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Looks like they're going to mix up their strategy a little bit here. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Swing and a miss with the hook. Punch, counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Another scoring shot there. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Perfect counter shot. Well, let's see what the corner has to say. She needs some sort of inspiration, a different game plan, something to turn this thing around. And there's the bell to start the round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
There's a counter shot. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Todd, we know one of these fights can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
A swing and a miss with that jab. Going to shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
They exchange punches. Looks like she's decided to fight on her toes a little bit more. Some stick and move action. Beautiful counter shot. Not so tense anymore, trying to loosen things up. I like it. Nice punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.